When you feel somebody is a virtuous man, joy, the ordinary attitude is that he must be deceiving. How can anybody can be more virtuous than you? Hence, so much criticism goes on. Whenever there is somebody who is virtuous, you immediately start criticizing. You start finding faults within him. Somehow or other, you have to bring him down. He cannot be virtuous. You cannot believe this. Patanjali says joy because if you criticize a virtuous man, deep down you are criticizing virtue. If you criticize a virtuous man, you are coming to a point to believe that virtue is impossible in this world. Then you will feel at ease. Then you can move on your own evil ways easily because nobody is virtuous. Everybody is just like me, even worse than me. That's why so much condemnation goes on. Criticism, condemnation. If somebody says that person is a very beautiful person, you immediately find something to criticize. You cannot tolerate because if somebody is virtuous and you are not, your ego is shattered, and then you start feeling that I have to change myself, which is an arduous effort. The simple is to condemn, the simple is to criticize, the simple thing is to say no, prove it. What are you saying first? Prove how he is virtuous, and it is difficult to prove. It is an unproved anything, and it is difficult to prove virtue. It is very easy to unprove anything. It is very difficult to prove. One of the greatest Russian storytellers is Turgenev. He has written a story. The story is that in a small village, a man was thought to be stupid, and he was, and the whole town laughed at him. He was just like a fool, and everybody in the town enjoyed his foolishness. But he was tired of his foolishness, so he asked a wise man what to do. The wise man said, nothing. Simply, whenever somebody is praising somebody, you condemn. Somebody is saying that man is a saint. Immediately say, no, I know well he is a sinner. Somebody says, this book is very great. Immediately say, I have read it and studied it. Don't bother whether you have read it or not. Simply say, this is a rubbish book. If somebody is saying, this painting is one of the greatest works of art, simply say, but what it is? A child can do it. Criticize, say no, ask for proofs, and after 7 days come to me. Within 7 days, the town started feeling that this man is a genius. We never knew about his talents, and he is a genius about everything. You show him a painting and he shows the faults. You show him a great book and he shows the faults. He has a great critical mind, an analyst, a genius. 7th day, he came to the wise man and he said, now there is no need to take any advice from you. You are a fool. The whole town used to believe in that sage, and they all said that our genius has said that he is a fool. He must be. People always believe in the negative easily because to disprove a no is very difficult. How can you prove? How can you prove that Jesus is the Son of God? How will you prove? 2000 years and Christian's theology has been proving without proving it. But within seconds, it was proved that he was a sinner, a vagabond, and they killed. Within seconds, somebody said that I have seen this man coming out of a prostitute's house. Finished. Nobody bothers whether this man who is saying that I have seen is believable or not. nobody bothers. The negative is always believed easily because it is also helping your ego. The positive is not believed. You can say no, whatever there is, virtue, but you are not harming the virtue span. You are harming yourself. You are self destructive. You are, in fact, committing suicide slowly, poisoning yourself. When you say that this man is not virtuous, that man is not virtuous, what are you, in fact, creating? You are creating a milieu in which you believe that virtue is impossible. And when virtue is impossible, there is no need to attempt. Then you fail down. Then you settle wherever you are. Growth becomes impossible, and you would like to settle, but then you settle in misery because you are miserable. You all have settled completely. This settlement has to be broken. You have to be unsettled. Wherever you are, you have to be uprooted and replanted in a higher plane, and that is possible only if you are joyful towards the virtuous.